everybody. Welcome back into the shop again. Steve with SwampBottomBaits here. I've got some 3.75 inch reapers to pour up. We're going to go ahead and mix up a color. Most people call it South African Special. I just call it SA Special to shorten it down. So thanks again for helping us grow, and I hope that some of the stuff that I come across and give you all information on is helpful. We're coming up on the hunting season here, so we will be starting to do some hand tying again. That's when I do most of my hand tying jigs, crappie jigs. So let's go ahead and get into mixing this color up and pouring up some baits. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright y'all, welcome back. I got a different angle on the camera today, so I hope I don't bump it too much. But the reason I'm doing it is because of the way I hand pour. I want to be able to show it to you. So I've got 2/3 of a cup of Dead On Plastics medium here, and we're going to put in 10 drops of black. So this is more of a flake dominated color. There's a lot of flake in this, so there you go. It's not too dark. I mean, you can still see through it to the knife. So what we're going to start out with is some medium red, and we're going to go with a level 1/8 of a teaspoon with that. And then some medium purple. We're doing the same amount in all of them. Level 1/8 of a teaspoon. So there is our purple. Now we are going to drop down to some small gold, 015 gold. And that's going to be hard to get off of there, so we're going to dip that, and I will grab another spoon, because then we are dropping down to, just like we did in the last video, the 008 silver. It's just generic silver you can pick up at Walmart. So we'll put that in there. So, and there is our flake. So, and there is our SA Special. Of course, what everybody else calls South African Special. I just shortened it down to SA. So let's put that in, put a little bit of heat to it. So the mold I'm going to be using, this is the 3.75 inch Reaper from Moose Ridge Molds. And what I did was I took and poured silicone over this and made a negative, and then turn around, and that is Bondo resin. So I poured that in there and made replicas of it. So this is a little bit difficult going around the camera. But I open pour right-handed. I was trying to give you all a little bit better view, because if I had it where my camera usually is, my hand would be blocking it. So We will keep adding a little bit of heat to this, a little bit at a time, just to keep it in a liquid state so we can pour it easily. So I'm not sure the material that they use for these molds. So it's kind of like some type of, like maybe fiber or something. So there is our first one. Let's see if we can get another one done before it starts setting up too much. So this here is the resin is just the liquid Bondo resin that they use on cars. You can get it at Walmart, you can get it at auto parts stores. So it handles the heat pretty good. I haven't had any issues using it. A little drip right there. Let's pull that drip off and put a little bit more heat to this. So we'll go about 15 seconds or so. I did notice that I am pouring a little bit too close to myself and not giving you all a very good view of it. So let's try and move it out here a little bit further. I just happened to look down at the camera and seen where my mold was at. So I apologize about that. And I do have my hand blocking some of my light too. Now these molds will take a little bit longer to set up than an aluminum mold. They don't dissipate the heat as well. And talk a little bit about the Reaper. I have a few customers that really like it for smallmouth, whether it be using it as a drop shot or a Ned bait. Alright, so there we go. There is a dozen poured up. That is what one package is. So now what you can do is take the mold, tilt it, see if it moves at all. I don't see the plastic moving, so that first one looks like it might be set up. So let's clear off our sheet pan here. And there you go. That is a 3.75 Reaper in SA Special. So we will give you all a turntable on those once they get cured up. I've got 2 sets to pour up. So thank you all for coming in and joining, and y'all have a good day. Peace, everybody.